I'm going to go over Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. According to Fidelity, it was the 8th most actively traded stock across all markets, and Apple has been making news lately because Paul and Nancy Pelosi just picked up more options of Apple and Microsoft. And here's a look at some of the biggest names that they own right now. I want to thank a viewer named Murat for pointing this out, so that's why I thought I would take a deeper look at Apple. Let's go ahead and switch over to the chart on the daily time frame here. The stock ended the day at $137.13. It is down 3.86%. The 52-week low, $127.07. The 52-week high, $182.94. Volume, much higher than normal with 91.5 million shares traded. We typically see 78.4 million shares traded. It has a market cap of $2.2 trillion and pays a dividend yield of 0.67%. Now, according to the chart for the performance, it is down almost 6% for the week. For the month, it is down 6%. Before the year, we are up 7%. Under the technicals, it's considered a sell as of right now, and under the analyst rating, it's considered a buy. And on tradingview.com, the one-year price target is $187.90, which is an increase of 37%. Now, on tipranks.com, the low forecast is $157. The average is $187.22 and the high is $210. On stockanalysis.com, the low is $158, the average is $192, and the high is $224. Let me show you where we are. Right here, we are basically at -3 standard deviations, and to the downside would be $125.29. If we get back to 2 standard deviations, that would be $148.22. Now, if let's just hypothetically say the stock goes up to 138 and you're able to buy in, for it to get to 157, that would be a return of 13%. And if we make it to 187, up here, that would be a return of 35%. Ignore the yellow and the teal lines here. Those are old price projections. I've gone over the stock many times in the past, and I just keep it around just so I can look at it. It's kind of fun for me to watch and track. And if we make it to the next target, that would be a return of 39% at $192. And finally, if we make it up to 210, that would be a return of 52%. Oh wait, one more level at 224 would be a return of 62%. Of course, we may never get there, or it could take a very long time to do so. But from where we are down here, you're thinking, oh my gosh, are we ever going to get back up to these levels? I remember when it hit 185 and I didn't sell back then. I am a long-term investor of Apple, but I do remember when that happened and thinking, boy, this would be a good time to get out. And that was right here. And then we fell down a little bit, went back up, kind of went sideways there, back up, and then look at this, it crashed there. But from this move to the, oops, wrong one, sorry about that. There we go. From this move to this move right here was a 31% return. From here to there was down 15%, and right here was roughly in the negative 26%. And what else do I want to point out? Just a couple other things, and then I'll move on to the next time frame. Notice it hit 2 standard deviations. This is resistance. and resistance. What happens when a stock hits resistance? People are selling out, they are cashing, and they are running with their money. So it went down here, went back up again, and then went back down here. And we could not break through to 3 standard deviations. This is resistance, resistance, and resistance. And when a stock starts to go down, it becomes support, and then support here. This is the middle of the trend or the median, where price tends to hang out here before it makes its way back to the upside or to the downside. But we are down here. So I do anticipate maybe a little bit more of a pullback because, again, the economy is cratering. So we could go down, but there's a lot of upside potential as well, according to TipRanks and StockAnalysis.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at, let me switch this to Apple on the weekly time frame. Oops. There we go. Now it's starting to look very cluttered, so I'll just make this a little larger so you don't get too confused by the lines that you're seeing. All right, so on the weekly time frame, to the middle of the channel or the median there is $152.38. To the downside is $118.57. Of course, there are levels in between there, but I'm just giving you broad strokes here. The RSI is at 37. We are not quite oversold yet. And the MACD crossing to the downside. We need both of these, the MACD and the RSI, to turn up to show us that there is a true sign of a reversal, and we are not there yet. And I did not show you the RSI on the daily time frame. We are at about 36, and the MACD crossing down as well. Let's take a look at this on the monthly time frame. Delete that. This is when the Pelosi's picked up call options there, and the stock ended the day at $147.11. I do not know where they actually picked it up at, but it was they bought 100 call options with a strike price of $80 on the 17th. Oh, excuse me, it expires on March 17 of 2023. There we go. And let's see here. We are here, and on the monthly to the downside at 2 standard deviations would be roughly $125.81. And if we were to go to the upside at 3 standard deviations, we are looking at $151.13. Taking a look at the RSI, we are at 52, the MACD crossing to the downside there as well, or going sideways possibly. And I'm going to show you this on the 3-minute time frame. If you are day trading this, to the upside is 138.07, and to the downside at the middle or the middle of the trend there, $135.70 is one target. And if you use VWAP, VWAP is at $138.29. To the upper channel is 139, and at the lower channel would be $137.47. And that is it for the chart. Here's a look at how we ended last week. A lot of red across the board. Microsoft down 4.46%, Apple down nearly 4%, Google down 3%, Amazon down 5%, Tesla down 3%, Walmart up 0.56%, and Philip Morris up 0.63%. I've done a chart for a lot of these stocks if you want to go back and take a look at my videos, my old videos. But that does it for me. Hopefully we will get into the green next week, but who knows about that, right? But anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. To see my other stock picks, check out my other videos. Have a great week.